Hi guys, welcome back to more episodes of The Wire. We're on to episode 4 of season 3. Omar, I kind of feel sorry for Omar. His revenge kick and his determination to get back at Stringer has got one of his own killed. And of course he's caught up about it. He's tried to apologise to his crew. Where he's going with that is continuing to lead down a dark path. Meanwhile, everyone else is still, McNulty and gang are still trying to get enough on Stringer and Proposition Joe. They're making up informants. It's fun times. But at least McNulty has a damn purpose now because he was going off the fucking rails. Right, let's carry on. Just before I do, if you enjoy the episodes of The Wire, please consider subscribing to the channel and we will see what episode 4 has in store.
I can't even get up my front steps because they occupied by the drug dealers.
That's right, you tell them.
Is that in that picture you got up there?
We mean no disrespect. I know what's going on in your neighborhoods. I see it every day. Ma'am, it pains me that you cannot enter your own front door in safety and with dignity. You going back to your home tonight. We gonna be in our patrol cars. And them boys still gonna be out there in the corners.
Yep. And unfortunately, it's a world we've still got worldwide. I don't know when the penny is going to drop. How far does it need to go until the governments and the politicians and those in charge learn that not to just keep putting your own self-worth and your own career and your own political advancement above everything else, because it's the reason why none of them will do something about it. If you take the product out the hands of the criminal and you make it safe and you make it that people who want it, who need it, who live by it, whether they need it for medicinal or they need it because it's recreational or they need it because they're an addict, whatever, there is no such thing as a drug pusher. There are drug dealers. No one's pushed into it. They take it because they want to take it. And until you legalise it, this problem will never, ever, 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 ever go away. We've been doing the same shit for the last 60 years over and over and over and expecting a different result. That's called madness. This is what he's seeing now. Stop eyeballing him, man.
Police officer was shot in this neighborhood a couple of weeks ago. You all know the incident I'm speaking of, right? I'm looking for the officer's gun. Glock 9. I just needed to find his way home.
Fuck it, by now, for all you know, it's got all that downtown real estate. Motherfucker probably owns half Baltimore without us even knowing it.
That ain't the point.
Do you even know what happened to all that real estate, Lester?
You want to talk about police work? I was doing the job when you was just dreaming on it. Daniels was out there too. Now you're gonna fuck him when he pulled you off a goddamn boat?
He's a boss. Fuck the bosses.
He's earned some loyalty.
Fuck loyalty. And fuck you, Lester. I never thought I'd hear that chain of command horse shit come out of your mouth.
You put fire to everything you touch, McNulty, then you walk away while it burns. I got nothing more to say to you.
I mean, he does have a point. God, good old ghetto blaster. You don't see those anymore, do you? Everyone's just got fucking earpods in now.
Avenue corners belong to everybody. Some move with Barksdale and some independent like. McHenry Street got some of Barksdale's people too.
From the Poe homes.
They belong to this young boy named Marlo. What by the name of Black?
What, you got nails on this guy?
You got another tip, maybe?
So much for the hourly wage.
Did you
That
what
little
then?
rubber ball right there next to the spark plug. Gotta push it in 3 times before you try to start it. All these Spanish, they on paper too. Only use people like y'all. Sometimes it comes back on and sometimes it works out fine. You're gonna be riding in the back of that hard truck, bouncing around every day. And your back's gonna be yelling at you every day. I'm just saying, you wanna stay on the straight. Ain't gonna be no big reward to it. This is it, right here.
Disconnected.
Marlo Stanfield, 22 years, BPI number, and a pretty good sheet.
What, you thought he'd be cherry?
Oh, I knew he'd have his cherry busting, but not like this. Check it out. Think I'm gonna take a ride downtown to homicide.
Even had him wear one of those electronic bracelets so we could find him quick.
You lost him?
Not exactly. Boy went back to the west side to cop some hydro. He could have bought the same weed where he was, right?
There's a problem with the alimony.
What's the problem?
You're behind by like 4 months.
Look at how much I make. I'm not even close to being able to pay that much every month.
That's ridiculous.
And my lawyer says that we have to serve you.
Well, that suit of a boyfriend won't cough up any cash?
This is a simple fucking thing we're saying here. If you stay on this corner, you're going in a wagon. If you move yourself down to the free zone, down to the vacants along Vincent Street, then you can do whatever the fuck you want. This corner is indicted. We're coming back tomorrow, and when we do, everybody wears bracelets. We don't give a shit.
Vincent Street is like Switzerland. Or Amsterdam.
What the fuck is that? It's one of those countries where drugs are legal. Vincent Street is your Amsterdam and Baltimore.
You go down there, we don't give a fuck. You stay here, you go to jail.
Yo, I'm asking them corner boys if they know where the Barksdale package be at, and they looking at me like I ain't even talking. On this strip, Marlo's the name ringing out.
You didn't stay too long.
Yeah, Marlo's ghosting.
I'm saying you acting like we retarded or something. Better we put a foot in your ass?
At least you'd understand it. This ain't a trick, shitbird.
Look, we grind and y'all try to stop it. That's how we do.
From here to Fremont, you got Barksdale's people, East Siders, and freelancers too.
In the same corners?
Yep.
That shit don't make sense.
No.
Can we call it a day, Kima?
What the fuck is up with these phones? I've been seeing kids throw them away all day.
Yeah.
They got cash like that to waste?
It's just be laying all over, man. Sometimes you get lucky, find some minutes on them, sell them for walking around money.
Do they not know what burner? Oh my God.
Waverly, no less. Believe it?
B&B.
Your boy gave me a number, said to bring you up when I was ready to put in some work, but no answer.
Took your time calling back, right? Numbers don't play after a few days, man.
Man, look, man. Call Shamrock, man, and tell them soldiers finally came into the camp.
That whole area is like Inner Harbor East 10 years ago.
And the thing is, you're on the ground floor with what you're holding. Yes, you are, String.
No, so go ahead and fill it up. You got the order number, right?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we brought you down here because you're here to learn about the new
Resistance straight away. Fucking lock them out.
College registrar gives up Stringer's course schedule. I tail him to where he's laying his head. Downtown high-rise, name's on the lease too. No attempt to hide it. And all the while, Stringer's using his cell phone, making calls in front of these suits like it ain't no thing. Shit, I even rang it up myself.
Those right there are the incoming and outgoing numbers on his phone. And damn near all of them are downtown exchanges. Account information confirms he's had that number listed for quite a while. Disposables.
The latest in yo tech.
They make a couple of calls with the burner, throw it away. Go on to the next phone, do the same.
There's more of those things laying around the streets of West Baltimore than empty vials.
Motherfuckers do learn. Every time we come at them, they learn and adjust.
Actually, you've technology to blame for that.
Seems that Stringer Bell is worse than a drug dealer.
He's a developer.
Jesus, fuck, he's really legit?
Yeah.
You real police. Now he's out in the open, why don't you pull him up and ask him?
Sorry I don't keep my bed warm at night.
Shorty, I've been running. Ain't like I'm trying to shut you out. I just got business to attend to, you know? You said the detective left you a card?
Man said D'Angelo wasn't no suicide. Something about the way the marks was on his neck.
Mm-hmm.
He said D could have been murdered and shit.
Everyone in them walls know who Avon is. Ain't nobody gonna do his nephew. I did you wrong by keeping you at arm's length. But it ain't gonna be like that no more.
I got 2 dead. What feels like a drug rip up in Pimlico. The youngins out on the scene, they seem to know this whole fella by sight. Yeah. Fuck it then.
Get home out to work as all magic again.
That worked for you last time. The blonde at the juke. Having a little trouble getting over it. That's why I'm feeling so rude tonight.
Okay. About my man Bernard doing it like we said and making them runs, and I don't want to have to do this no more.
Ronnie! Rhonda!
Yeah, thought so.
I respectfully ask that you honor our existing agreement and approve Mr. Barksdale's early release.
That's bullshit. All your comments, Trooper. We made a commitment, Counselor.
And given what this institution was dealing with a year ago, this is the lesser evil.
That boy came up short on that money last week, and y'all see he out here grinding. So where that money at?
You need to look beyond what he driving and wearing on his back. Check out the girl. High school girl with platinum around her neck. Only one place it came from.
Give my man this thing.
It's the revolvers, man. 38 don't jam.
Don't hold 15 neither.
Game done changed.
Game the same. Just got more feds.
I need to know this isn't going to be a thing between you and me.
Nah, I wish you both all the best.
Jerk's pretty hardcore, man. He's just been welcomed back into the fold. Okay, episode 4. That whole rant of McNulty's with Lester was a little bit uncalled for, especially seeing as you know what Lester's like. And the minute he left, and he's like, get them records from me now. He's pretty much told him, as it stands here now, just how legit all of this is. Even, you know, explaining everything about the registered phone and all the phone calls that he's been making, telling him you've got one last shot here. Or you come back into the rest of us and you carry on with what Daniels has ordered us to continue on with here. Because I like that he's more dangerous than a drug dealer now. He's a fucking developer, and I agree. It's we know what they're like, especially with the councilman in it. And like I said, that's the one that they pulled with the money last time in the was it the first season? I can't even remember now. I didn't think, I don't know his name. I didn't think he would last doing manual work. So he's been brought back into the fold there, being introduced to just the way things have moved on. And he's basically taking any work that's available. Hit for hire, whatever. I don't know about this politician thing with this guy. Wanted to say he wants to run for mayor. Hooking back up with the campaign manager girl that he knows. That was all a ploy for him to go over anyway, regardless of the bet and everything that he made with his friends. I get that. God forbid this dude ends up mayor. He's an absolute scumbag. And then rounding all this lot up in the school, whatever you want to call it, auditorium, whatever. You need to pick your words, choose your words carefully. I mean, the teacher came in and took over that conversation, and he did his best. But the minute he opened his mouth again and said, learn, that was it. But rounding them all up and trying to tell them, look, this is the way it has to be. Why are you not getting it? If you all just move further down and away from what everyone's complaining about, people can't even open their own doorsteps without drug dealers being on them. Terrified for their lives, terrified for their kids, sleeping under their beds because of all the pops that are going on outside all night long because of all you lot warring. But they're not getting it, and they'll just continue. I mean, why? Just why? If you can't, none of you lot can get along as it is for all the different reasons. But if you actually told, look, go the fuck down there and we'll leave you alone, why would you not do it? I don't know. This season's... I don't know. I can't... There's no meat to this season. I don't know why. It feels very discombobulated, for want of a better word. I know McNulty's still trying to nail Stringer and Avon. And he's got his obsession still of proving that with D. But because none of that's worked, and now they're finding out all about this with these... Didn't realise it was new at the time about them just using burner phones where they make a few calls with like minutes left on the phone and then just dump it. No, you're not getting a white tab on that. It wasn't necessarily them coming up with a new way to get around your white tabs, it's just technology was moving on at the time. You know, the early 2000s in particular, the technologies really took off. You know, we all end up with these things. And they've yet to come. You know, that's 2006, 2007, so that's way after this. I don't know when the rest of the seasons are set, because we are only on season 3 yet. We've got another couple of seasons to go. So, more needs to come together. I'm hoping it starts to. I will be back with episode 5 next. Until then, guys, thanks a lot for watching. If you do want to watch any of them in full length, they're over on Patreon. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate a quick sub down here, even if you only stay because you enjoy this Wire as a series. And I will see you for the next one very soon. Take care.